What's up, guys? It is Jack and Ray from AchievementHunter.com. And Ray, today we are doing 5 facts.
Cinco factos.
And Bioshock Infinite.
My people say. Hey, it's a good game, Bioshock Infinite.
Is that how they say it?
Yeah, Cinco facto.
Cinco facto?
Come on, Jack, I'm the Puerto Rican here.
I know. All right. Okay, cool. So Bioshock Infinite obviously is the third Bioshock game.
The third installment
on the Xbox 360 and
Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC.
And the PC. And this is the second Irrational Games one, though. They did the very first Bioshock, and they did Bioshock Infinite.
I don't know who did the second one.
It was 2K Marin, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, this game is amazing. It's a lot
very
of fun.
good game. It came out in like March or something. If you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor and play it.
I remember the trailers for it were so kick-ass.
The game was amazing.
Oh, shit, it's
definitely one of my favorite games this year.
And the whole thing with Elizabeth running around like as a companion, that was pretty cool. It's a neat idea, neat mechanic.
The big DLC comes out, I think, at the end of this year.
The
DLC came out already, but it was like a horde style thing, which is okay. But like the big, I forgot what they're calling it, but it comes out toward the end of this year.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the.
It's like 2 parts or 3 parts.
I think 3 parts, and you get to play as Elizabeth at one point.
Yeah.
And it takes place in Rapture.
Yeah.
Or at least parts of it take place in Rapture.
Looks really fucking cool.
Looks very, very cool. But hey, we have 5 facts in this game.
Cinco factos.
Let's go through them. Here's numero 1. The original conflict of the game was going to be between the tech geeks and the Luddites that resisted the advancement of technology. However, Bioshock creator Ken Levine felt it didn't match up well with the tier system he used for the game. Changing the story to something more politically and historically influenced solved that problem. So there you go.
Yeah, the story is very politically influenced.
I would think the tech geeks would win in this situation. If you could design a weapon that is like,
yeah, exactly.
I will straight up murder you with my laser beam versus your hammer. Like, okay.
Not really fair.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the way they did it this way worked out really, really well.
It worked this way, so.
It's very, very interesting, the whole, political side of it. All right, during Infinite's 5-year development cycle, Irrational Games tested out multiple settings for the game. Among those tested was the Rapture world from the first 2 games, and then Renaissance, which was abandoned after the announcement of Assassin's Creed 2 in 2009.
Whoops.
Well, there you go.
Way to go, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft had to ruin it for Irrational, so that'd be kind of cool, seeing during the Renaissance time.
That would be definitely interesting compared to what they're doing now.
Yeah, it's like, was this just after the Civil War, right? Or the Civil War took place, so this is like the early 1900s, I think.
Love history.
Anyway, very, very cool. And, well, the Civil War is referenced in the game.
Oh, yeah,
Spoiler
that's
alert.
It's true.
All right.
It's been 6 months, Jack. Spoilers are fine now.
Number 3. One of the members of the Infinite development team, who happened to be very religious, was so outraged by one of Zachary Comstock's scenes that he threatened to leave the company. This forced Ken Levine to alter aspects of Comstock's personality, as well as the game, with the help of said developer. I wonder what that could have been about.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
Yeah, it's he's a little bit.
Do you think that
intense.
guy brought like a Bible to work? Like, that was like, come on, Fred, really the Bible again? Come on, man.
Some bathroom reading, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Oh man. All right, number 4. According to design director Bill Gardner, enough content was cut from Infinite to make 5 or 6 games. Earlier trailers and demos support this claim since they had a majority of their material never make it into the final game. You see that a lot nowadays, where stuff in the trailers just doesn't appear in the actual game, where stuff gets cut.
The one thing I think about with something kind of tied to that is in Halo 2, when they first debuted it, that level they showed never made it into the game.
Oh, yeah.
So that's I mean, when you make a game for 5 years, obviously shit's going to get cut.
Yeah, well, there was a scene in the trailer, in one of the first trailers, where what's his name, picked up a shotgun, telepathically picked up a shotgun and shot someone with it, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't think that made it into the game. Yeah, Booker
DeWitt.
Yeah, he picked up a shotgun and shot like a bartender or something like that.
Huh.
And then, but yeah, that little telepathy never popped in.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, that's very interesting. Maybe we'll see some more. I mean, I'm sure we'll see DLC stuff involving some of that stuff. And last but not least, during development, the team at Irrational Games played around with the idea of adding multiplayer to Infinite. 2 different modes were planned out for the game. The first idea was a co-op minigame with a tower defense structure. This idea was abandoned early on, though, to make room for a, quote, Spec Ops multiplayer mode similar to Call of Duty, where 4 players would have to complete levels from the campaign under certain requirements. Unfortunately, this idea never made it into the final version, and I am A-okay with that.
I'm fine. I hated the multiplayer in Bioshock 2.
Yeah.
Michael loved it, but I thought it was the worst part.
Yeah, it was not that great.
Not all games need multiplayer.
No, when you tell such a cool story and have such a cool, looking universe, you don't need multiplayer to extend the life of your game. So,
granted, though, some games that add multiplayer do it well, like Assassin's Creed.
That is true. The multiplayer in Assassin's Creed is very unique and very cool. But anyway, so that's it. That's 5 facts for Bioshock Infinite. I'm sure we'll see more because this game is chock full of information.
It's true.
And that's it for us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.